Hi, good night, teacher. My name is Jazmin Ayala. My project is dimensional measurements of place in a commercial fund. So we need to know first that it's very important to have a measurement system in every process when you do some material or some product. Why is important to need measurement data? It's very important because these results of the every data help us to have to take a decision if the product is rejected or if the product is approved. So we need to know that we have two important norms, that there are ISO 900 in the point 7.6, that this talk about monitoring and measurement device, and the other one is ISO 16949 in the point 6.7.6.1, and this is about analysis of measurement system. So according with the international vocabulary, the system is a set of one or more measurements that this is obtained um, with more instruments that we use for take these measurements about every process or every magnitude. So a magnitude is a property of some body or substance that we need to know. In this magnitude affect a lot of things like the instrument that you use, the environment, and the other thing that the laboratory need to know very well. So about my project and magnitude, the dimensional magnitude in place of a commercial fund. This is the flange of American fund. The model is 4028. So the requirements of the norms application for the measurement of the blaze in dimensionals, I need to show you like MX. The Mexican norms is only one. The ASME, American Society of Mechanical Engineers, I show you that we have three, and the ISO, we have all of this that is about the dimensional geometrical tolerance, that we need to know that the tolerance is very important in the magnitude of dimension. We need to know that the necessities of the customer are very important in this case, because we need to produce that the customer need. So in this case, my magnitude is dimensional, and I found some laboratories that we can set the instruments that we use for this measurement. In this case, we need to use micrometer. So I can show you the laboratories that are accredited about different institutions, and the magnitude on all of these are dimensional. Some of these is Metrolab, CDESI, MES, Metrocal, CIATEC. These laboratories need to have some accreditation of the magnitude, because for us this is very important to bring date traceability and confiability to the customer. In this case, our objective is the measurement of dimensional blaze of the commercial fund. So we don't have any requirement for external customer. So we decide to use a micrometer, and this micrometer need to have a certificate that is calibrated, because I see before that we need to have traceability and confiability about the measurements. So now I talk about the operation conditions of the commercial fence. We need to know that for use this project is we only use with an electrical working with electrical installation that complies with applicable laws of cost about this fan. We need to put the fan in a plant place. We don't need to put water or something when this fan working, because this can occasionate an accident in a person or in or in the place that these fans are used. So always we need to turn off the fan when we don't use, because the when it's not necessarily to have uh, connect the fan uh, the fan use a lot of energy. So then the condition of the micrometer for the measurement of the blaze, we need to know that this micrometer need to have a certificate, a calibration before to use. So we need to um, we did a fixture, and this fixture you need to check that it's clean and in good condition, and the place of the piece show and close the clamp. I show in the next line the complete fixture. Uh, this is the part the step that we need to check when we put the flame. So check with the green filler pass failure tone. There are green tone. Go side should run friendly and the gonna go should not fit. This point is more about when all the measurement and as done. So you can see here, this is for the diameter of the flame, is gonna go a gauge. Here is for the espessor, no sorry, the flagnets that the blades. I will going to talk about the flow chart that my classmate did about this process. Yes, first we need to have blades, clean the blades. We need to decide about which equipment we need to use for the measurement. Verify that this instrument has the traceability and the certificate. We need to know how the blaze is the correct form to measure. This way to this step we want to achieve with a lot of measurements or different kinds to put the blades. So all of these steps is about take the lecture with the micrometer. The micrometer has some specification about the tolerance that we need to take care about that. So my classmates did three sets of the measurements, and then they write the recopilate of the datas, put in Excel with a format that for they are very easy to know the result. The data acquisitions is about a study of linearity and stability. This was about two diameters and thickness, and repeatability and reproducibility studies for diameter, thickness, and flatness. I can show you about the tables that my classmate did. So this is about linearity and stability. They take for 5 days, take 10 lectures, and then they can do a graphic. In this graphic we can see the linearity and stability that the micrometer has about the measurement. And this step was done in three the three aspects, that was diameter, thickness, and flatness. So yes, the acquisition or RIR, repeatability and reproducibility. This kind of data acquisition is because we need to be sure that the micrometer has the same lecture in different date or with different operator. Like you can see here that Paulina, and Flor make a different measurement, and it's very close the result. So with this we can be sure that the micrometer is work well. So for this process, we need to calculate the uncertainty. You can see here all the equations that they use, and the result they declare that is acceptable for the process, because in the next slide I show you about the tolerance about the micrometer that they use is here. So nominal value of unblended thickness was 1.50 millimeters, and they designate M medium, description medium, the tolerance plus minus 0.100 millimeters. So they are in this medium or M description or place that we use to use when we reject or accept some blades that are in the process for new fans. So like I told you, we need to be sure that the instrument has a traceability. We need to have a traceability letter that we can receive for the laboratory that we send the micrometer to calibrate. In other case, some industries has their laboratory for their instruments or something, but they need to have accreditation for emit a confiable result. So you can see here, this is the important part that we need to measure in a dimensional measurement, is the blades of the fan. The blade has 3 holes, and these 3 holes in the next slide, with this go or no go, you can measurement, and this is calibrate in a laboratory of dimensional. And this part you can measure the thickness. With this part we can measure the thickness. This is all the fixture. In this part we need to collocate all the plate for dimensional. You can show this part, and this part is like a pin that not permit the movement of the blade. And here is more easy to see the diameters of the holes that the blade has. So in conclusion about this project, for me was very interesting because we need to know all the things about the measurement system. Sometimes it's very difficult because it's more easy to notice when you practice or just do the things in the real life. But the project that my classmate and me did was, I think that is a part important of the real life, and I I like to know all of this about dimensional measurements. I think that my classmate and I decide to use micrometer, but for dimensional exist a lot of instruments that we can use, and nowadays it's more easy to have good measurements or results with more exactitude because the technology is very development. So thank you for watch the video, and I hope that this was that you want to know about the project.